Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your host, the most Earned and Toast here, coming live. This is episode 24 of our Road to 2000 ELO in chess. And let me just give you guys some catching up on what's going on with the channel. So obviously, the last few videos have been very long, very lengthy. My last video, I was able to catch up almost to 1300. So things are going fairly well. However, we have to remember that at the level that we're at, we need to be spending a considerable amount of time studying chess, not just playing chess. So let me just show you guys like what I've been studying recently, and then we'll go ahead and play a game or two. So a few things, I've been using the analytic board a little bit more to go over past games and openings. I've been studying the different openings that I either watch on YouTube or that I come across I'm not familiar with. And then there is wikibooks.org, which has all the different openings for you. And it doesn't, if you want to dive into theory of openings more and more, then you don't just memorize the moves to make, but you also need to learn why you make them, right? So here's the Philidor defense. You move the king's pawn, and then opponent also moves his king's pawn. You move the knight up, and then they move the queen pawn up one. So this is called the Philidor defense. It's not something we see very often because it's actually a fairly weak defense on black's part. However, we can still study it for whenever we do come across it. There's the historical context, which we don't really care too much about. But then there's the opening strategy. All right, so we're going to learn the pros and cons for white and the pros and cons for black, why black would ever want to play this, and maybe some possible moves after this setup. I've also been watching more YouTube grandmasters. Daniel Noroditsky is probably my favorite great teacher. I highly recommend him if you're trying to study chess. Go check him out. I've been watching his chess speedrun series. And then, of course, I do have my chess notes, which I honestly haven't really used in a while. So I do need to hop back on that. So, guys, the thing is, when it comes to chess, if you're in the learner to, beginner, intermediate stage, you don't really need to study very much because all it is focusing on not blundering. But the higher in ELO you get, the more difficult it becomes to study because it's like, okay, I'm not making blunders anymore. How am I supposed to figure out what positions to play if there are 1,000 options in front of me and I already know not to blunder? So, there's just so many different things to study. The difference between me, a 1300, and a 2300, it's still insane, right? The 2300 is like in another dimension compared to me right now. Just a completely different level of thinking. Whenever I watch this guy play, I'm thinking, you're up against a 1500. He's probably going to have some challenges playing against this guy. But nope, every single game, he just wipes the floor with them. It's really cool to see. You do learn a lot, but as I said, as you start playing chess more and more and get higher in your ELO, it's going to become more and more difficult to study and know what to study. So I think that's why it's important that I start back on taking notes and analyzing my games as much as possible. All right, so let's go and hop right into it. Like I said, we're going to go back to just playing 1 or 2 games a day because when you're at this level and higher, you just want to focus on studying. That could be puzzles. That could be analyzing your games. That could be watching YouTube. Maybe if you're doing the dishes, then you can just watch some YouTube, and that's absolutely fine. All right, guys. So I have not studied my openings too much today, so let's just go with the Caro Kann, of course. Of course, legendary Caro Kann. If he takes, will be aggressive and take. If he plays this move, then I believe we close it. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry, this happened last time too. I'm trying to remember what it is that we're supposed to play. I could go here and then move up. Then if he takes and I take him. Let's try doing that instead. I know that this isn't the main line of the Caro Kann, but so let's go ahead and play here. We do have to watch out for his queen coming in, though. Take, and then I can't take him. Okay. So maybe we'll just leave things how they are at the moment, and let's just start developing our pieces. We don't want to guess too much in the opening, right? Right now we're already kind of closed off. We can't develop our pieces too much. Look at this. So I do have to do something about this setup. Why am I forgetting the main line of the Carl Khan? He moves up. I know that he's supposed to take me eventually, but how do I get there? Do I move here and then here? It just like feels so odd to do that, but it's very possible. Okay, so if he takes, then obviously we can't take back quite yet. Perhaps we'll have to push this pawn, and then Fianchetto our bishop. Yeah, I should have studied my openings this morning, because I remember last time we played the Carl Khan main line. I didn't remember then too. I think it's just go here, he takes, then I move here, because I know that they are up a pawn in the main line. But okay, well, Fianchetto, we just really need to get this pawn out of here at the moment. He is able to take this pawn, though. Yeah, sorry about this opening, guys. This is like such a... I feel like I'm already making some mistakes here. Okay, we need to back up this pawn. So I can take, but then he would just move in. Now he's going to take this, though. Okay, so he's already starting to attack like crazy. I can take this bishop, though. Or not bishop, this knight. And then he'll take here. No, I can't take the knight because he's backed up by the bishop. Yeah, I should have gone with an opening that I'm a little more comfortable with. Suppose we'll just have to move here for now. Yeah, he's just like already moving in like mad. Here, let's go here actually. Attacking this guy. Oh my goodness, and that's checkmate. Really? I guess that's true. Well, not off to a great start, but you know what, guys? When you're playing chess, no emotions. Like, you learn and you move on. So that's why we're gonna go to the analysis board really quick. We're gonna play the Carl Khan. We're gonna learn what the move is, so that way we don't make the same mistake next time. Okay, he moves here, and then we move. Let's see, this is the master's database. Move our knight. Okay. I thought it was c5 though. I thought this was the most popular move. Advanced variation. I mean, it's giving me the highest likelihood of winning by moving here. So I guess it's moving the knight in. And then closing off the center. Okay. Knight. I keep mixing up my pieces. Bishop. The bishop. Alright, guys. Well, sorry we're off to a bad start, but you live and you learn. Let's be a little bit more careful in our openings. And now we know the main line of the Carl Khan. Okay. Let's go and just weaken this bishop right off the bat by playing the Carl Khan. And then let's just start developing our pieces. So it looks like he's just going with the Indians' defense, castling right away. Never a bad way to go. So whenever we see an opponent playing the Indians' defense, we do want to trade off our bishops if possible, because this bishop is very strong. And if we're able to eliminate it and move his king up, then that will be a huge help for us. So what we could do is move our knight up, move our queen here, and then go in for the attack at some point. So I think what we'll do is start to weaken his defense. If he does not push, so if he pushes the pawn, then I'll take, weakening his position. And so he went ahead and do that. And I was going to say, and if he does not, then I'll move my queen up and then go for the trade. All right, but let's keep on developing now that his position is slightly more weakened. Trying to decide which side to castle on. I think we'll do the same thing. I think we're going to Fianchetto over here. So all of his pieces are blocked in right now. So we're developing more rapidly than he is. His white squared bishop is weak. He's going to have to move it back at some point too. So that loses him a tempo. And, I mean, our pieces aren't super developed, but at least we have a pawn chain. At least we have, you know, a few pieces out there. So I think so far our opening is doing okay. Okay, so we'll go in castle. And then we need to find a home for our queen. We could move here and threaten this pawn. And then we'll move our knight and connect our rooks. Yeah, so he blocks. We could just absolutely devastate his defenses right now. Go here, he takes. I take, or he, yeah, all right, let's see. So I move here, he takes. I take with the knight, or no, I would actually just go straight here. Get him into a really uncomfortable position. So let's just do that. Let's just automatically go for weakening his position. So if he takes, then I'll take. If he does not take, then I will take him. And I have both a knight and a queen just targeting this pawn. So this game might be fairly quick. Take. That won't work. I do think I'm going to need a few more pieces, though. So if he moves his queen, I'm able to take... Well, no, just king. He has his king here. But right now, like, a lot of his pieces are just kind of trapped. Okay, I could offer the queen trade. What would that accomplish, though? Let's look at all of our options here. Move here and then here would be ideal. I mean, that's going for a pretty fast checkmate is the thing. And there's no guarantee that it's going to work. So let's be careful, but let's go ahead and start advancing towards that checkmate. Here. So it's mostly going to depend on what he does right now. If he just like makes a developing move, I guess he could move here. But yeah, a lot's about to ride on what he is about to do. Okay, he does make a developing move, so we're going to go ahead and move up the bishop. The knight. Sorry guys, my pieces are just in a complete scramble today. And I think he has to sacrifice his queen. I'm not sure if there's any other way that he can protect himself here. Could go here, that would just give up the bishop though. Could go here. Oh, maybe that's what he's trying to do. If he goes here, then I can't move here. So that would protect him. If he sacrifices his queen, that'll protect him. But yeah, this is probably his best move at the moment. Okay. Am I missing something? Nope, that's checkmate. Okay. So 2 pretty quick games so far. 2 pretty quick games. What are we at? We're at 16 minutes. All right, I know I said 1 or 2 games, but those were both fairly quick. And so let's go and do one more. Let's do one more. Analyze this game really quick. Yeah, I feel bad about that first game. We just did not know our moves for the Carl Khan, and because of that, just kind of whiffed it. So I'm glad we were able to make up that ELO pretty quickly. We did have 93% accuracy. We had 1 inaccuracy. So pretty good game. So play the Carl Khan, weaken his white squared bishop. It looks like he was still slightly in the lead most of the time, which I'm fairly surprised at because I weakened his king's position a little bit. But okay, so now here it's a draw. Was that my inaccuracy? No. Let's see. So moving my king up was, or excuse me, my queen up was not the best move. But now I'm able to weaken his position, get into a fantastic spot, move in my knights, and then that's game. Not much to analyze there. We're going to do one more game, just because those first 2 were fairly quick. All right, we should probably do a new opening. Let's make sure we do one that we actually know. Make sure we do one that we actually know. We could go with the... Oh, interesting. Is he going to do this weird thing again, where it's like, he takes my queen and I can't castle? Because that was quite annoying last time. Okay. Forgot the name of this opening that he's playing, but he's blocking off his queen at the moment. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to block off his pawn so that he stays locked in. And then we'll just start developing like normal. Okay, let's go and move here. So we don't have to move any of our pawns. And then I like to castle kingside, so we have to figure out where we're going to put this bishop. Could take, and then take him here. Take. But then if he takes, what? I have to calculate this. 1 sec. Take. He takes. So I'm up a pawn. He's up by 3. I'm now up a pawn. He's up by 2. So never mind. That actually wouldn't work. Let's move my bishop somewhere. I guess you'll go here for the moment. That way we can block his knight from moving up any further and attack this pawn on h7. Okay. Well, we have to block with something is the problem. Here, I suppose. I don't really like that move, but if it allows me to castle, because there's not really, I mean, I suppose I can move here. This is a little more aggressive. Let's just go here and castle. I'm not a big fan of this move. I just feel like it's too easy to double attack. So we're going to move back here instead. This guy is CHDP 1343. Almost 5,000 games, wow. And he just joined 7 months ago. I mean, that's actually insane. That's a lot of games. This guy must just play chess like mad. He is a 1400 in the classical chess, so a little lower in bullet and rapid. So maybe with this guy we just have to play. We have to play quickly, you know. We have to make him run out of time. There's strategy and everything. I mean, same thing for me, mostly because I don't really play bullet or rapid. All right, let's see what he's up to here. Take. So that wouldn't work. I think we're okay to just go ahead and castle. I could always double up on my pawns. I do need a better strategy than what we're doing right now, though. We're playing completely defensively. I guess we could start out by backing his bishop off. And then perhaps going for this knight somehow. Move here and then take. Let's back up his bishop. Yeah, he's just playing more aggressively than I am at the moment. If he takes, we're going to take with the pawn so we can take control of the b file. And he won't be able to attack my bishop. It's tough when there's two knights attacking. There's just so many different ways that can go. Tricky knights. That should be another thing that I study pretty soon, is how to predict where knights are going to go and how to best prohibit them from attacking you. Well, my opponent thinks here, guys. We are up by a minute, so this guy does play fairly slowly. I think that's going to be our best bet at winning, is just like playing rapidly and making him take up as much time as possible. Okay, interesting. So he does... Let's see. If I take, and then he takes me, and then I take him, I think I'll be up. This pawn's going to be hanging, though. I think I should take him here. And then he takes my rook, then I take him, then he takes my pawn. I should be in the lead from that. So we're going to take. He'll take my rook. We'll take him. Is there any way to... Oh no, I don't think I calculated this correctly. Ah, I didn't. He's up by 3 now. Ah, I totally blew that. Sorry guys, I just calculated that wrong. Because he's up by 3. We're tied. He's up by 5. Then I take him back. And I'm up by... He's up by 2. And now up by 3 because of that pawn. Yeah, that was stupid. Dang it. Okay. Okay. We gotta figure out what to do now here. I think we should move our rook over, but I want to protect this pawn first. Let's move here, and then we're going to move the rook. Well, actually, maybe I should get my queen out. Okay, so yeah, he takes the trade. Let's go ahead and get the queen out. Man, I'm sorry about that calculation, guys. That was completely inaccurate. Yeah, because he took my rook and a bishop. And I only took a bishop and a knight. For some reason, I was thinking that was different. Okay. Well, we are behind at the moment. This is going to be tough. And I'm kicking myself for that move. But hey, you live and you learn. Let's see. Simply moves this guy out. That does give us the opportunity to... Let's see, why is he doing that, though? If we're able to weaken this pawn, we might be able to put him in check and do something with that. Maybe he's just trying to prevent my knight from moving up. So maybe I can move here and then take and put him in check. So if he moves this pawn, then that's not going to work, though. He would have to move this pawn. I was going to say, then I could take... What is he up to? This is just forcing a queen trade, though. He's trying to weaken my position at the moment. I don't want a queen trade. What if he refuses the queen trade, though? What if he moves here? He's probably going to take it, though. So I did gain a pawn back, but that's probably not worth it for a queen trade. I don't think. Also, I really need to move up one of these pawns. So actually doing this is going to help me. Yeah, so he does take it. This will weaken my position, but it's also going to give me an escape route because I need to move one of these pawns. Otherwise, he might be able to get me with the rook, right? This rook is completely pinned down to this file number 1 at the moment. So he has 2 rooks and a bishop. I have 2 knights and a rook. I need to start using more pawns, I feel like. I need to start pushing. Actually, we have the same amount of pawns. Let's see, 10, 13, 6, 11. Yeah, that's where the discrepancy is. We have the same amount of pawns. Let's see, we need to do something with the knights. I could move here. Yeah, in fact, he probably sees that move, and now he's worried about it. So if he does anything other than move one of his rooks, I'm going to move here. Like, even if he just takes the knight, it'll still be way better for me to move here. Moving here doesn't work. Yeah, this is my only hope at the moment. What is he trying to do now? Go here, put him in check. I'm not sure what the purpose of that move was. If I go here, he's just going to move here is the problem. Or no, he can't move there. Let's take the pawn while we can. If he blunders by moving here, then fantastic, but I doubt he'll do that. He'll probably move here. Then he takes this pawn back. What's he up to with this, is the question. Okay, what if we move here? He can still take it, though. So I think we just lost that pawn, unfortunately. I think we need a threaten going here next. So if he takes this pawn, then we'll be able to fork him. Oh, look at this bishop, though. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. Well, he forces a trade. Still a fairly close game, but he's definitely winning right now. That would have been nice if I could have gone here. Yeah, here would have been awesome. I need to protect these pawns. But I would like to get off this square in case he decides to push some pawn. Well, no. I think here's my best move. He might just scoop up another pawn is the problem. I have to force this trade. And all we have is a single knight against a rook. Knight-rook endgame. That's going to be difficult. And he's up by 3. That is going to be very difficult. Okay. We do have a passed pawn at the moment. Maybe if we're able to protect the passed pawn, we can start pushing it. Put him in check, because, you know, why not? And then we'll move back. Okay, he's going to start pushing for a queen before I can. So let's see. I'm not going to be able to reach him in time. Has to be my knight. Here, here, here. Here, he pushes. Here, he pushes. I take, he takes me. That won't work. I go here, and he pushes. I just forked my, or he can x-ray me now, huh? Okay, he doesn't. Which is good, because I just made a big oopsies by doing that. I have to push my pawn. Move, 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 move. Move, move. Move. He's not in check, though. Okay, he's going to try to stop me, which is the best thing to do. I don't think there's much I can do here, guys. It's probably over. He's 2 away. Move here, he moves here. I'm not able to get close enough. Go here and then go here. It's like the only thing I'm seeing right now, and all that's gonna do is buy me 1 turn. I could like try to put him in check and then move up. Okay, so he does probably the smart thing. He takes the trade. Now he's able to make a queen. If we're very, very lucky, then he won't let us do that. But yeah, he's gonna just make this move. He might just sacrifice the queen here. He's moving here, yep. Alright, well, now we just have to try and go for a draw, I guess. Best way to get a draw, if he's here and here. I suppose it's keeping my king exactly where he is, so I need to get rid of these pawns. Okay, so go here. And then I can't push that pawn. Push this pawn. Yeah, that's game. Whoops. No. Alright, well, let's analyze that game and then we'll leave it here. No, stop. I'm pushing the wrong button. I think my hand just automatically goes to start playing another game because of habit. So, how do I think we did? I think we did fairly well in the first half of the game. And that was just that one big blunder where we gave up 2 points just from miscalculating that one move. Other than that, I feel like we were doing pretty fine. Let's see what this opening is called. This is the French defense. Okay. So I did decent in the opening. This was a big whoopsies, though. Wonder why. Let's see. Could move this queen in. I guess it's just him, like, winning a piece eventually. So a little hiccup in the opening there, which he did not capitalize on, so we were fine. We decided to castle. And then he starts to come in with the knight. Now, the best move would have been to take the knight. Keep things the way that they were. Just simply allow the trade. But, of course, that's not what happened. I miscalculated and decided to take his bishop. And then his knight came in. Yeah, and then he was up by 3. So that's just the biggest discrepancy right there. Other than that, I feel like, yeah, look, I got 90% accuracy. He played very well, 96%, good for him. I also played well. It was just that big blunder. Yeah, it was just that one big blunder. Other than that, I feel like I did pretty good. I mean, I put up a decent fight in the end. But he was able to just trade my pieces off. And when you can trade pieces off like that, then it's over. And he was able to make a queen, and that was game. Alright, well, no worries. So lessons from today. I would say when you're calculating moves, probably double calculate, triple calculate, or else that could just give the game away. Also, know your openings before you play them, like the Carl Khan. When I played the Carl Khan today, definitely did not know the correct order of things. So study up on whatever openings you're going to be using that day, so that way you know what you're actually doing. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you go check out our sponsor, Skittles. When I do reach 1,400, I'll make sure to eat a pack of Skittles for you guys live. When I say live, what I mean is I'll eat it during one of my games. But yeah, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, share, donate, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for our next episode. All right, guys, take care.